gonna do the thing on house rules, I reckon. Um, thought the Warriors and Timberwolves were supposed to be underway already. Pretty soon they'll be tipping off. So here we go. Let's see. Let's get ourselves a gold. Tyree Jackson. A-Rod and Barry Bonds are sitting next to each other at this Warrior game. A lot of steroids and a lot of home runs right there, in my opinion. Allegedly. Yeah, we'll mess around with house rules, I guess. Let's jump after it. Games are going to play themselves. Hey, it's the Solo King. King Solo. What's up, buddy? King Solo, how are the Pacers going? I have not looked at the Eastern Conference for a while. Warriors are going pretty badly. About to watch them play right now. Yeah, Timo to the New Jersey Devils. You would know that if you're a real Sharks fan. Hey, I did know that. Did they get a good haul for him, Carney? Losing games and Connor Jordans are playing absolutely insane, so it's going perfectly. Yeah, that's all that matters, right? Get those guys developed and go from there. Just got in a few minutes ago. My older daughter got sick on the trip and stopped at the store because she wanted bribed her to take her medicine. I went and got some children's Tylenol while we were out and about, and while we were in the store, I told her I would get her, like a little baby doll or something. She just vomited all over the place. Thankfully, the lady was really cool. We were in the checkout aisle at that moment, so I'm kind of playing it by ear, but probably just on for a couple hours. Sorry for the late start, but we went to the little trampoline thing. It was pretty cool. Isn't official yet. There hasn't been an announcement. But they're thinking another Sharks player is going as well. I mean, I hope it's a huge haul because I know Timo's been like the shining star last couple of years. Carne, forgive my ignorance, but are they making this move because he's about to hit free agency, or is it like a play style thing where they just want to get younger and get the talent for the future because they're not ready to compete yet? Oh, I just couldn't drive it out there far enough to Baldwin. Probably should have put more touch on it, but I did not do that. Halliburton's been good. They're in Indiana. And we'll get a pick. So we're back in the game. Yeah, dinner with Donny. Today's actually the whole weekend was kind of screwed up hours wise, but today especially. What's up, Mr. Joker? Yeah, throw the questions at us. Oh, what a catch from Baldwin. He's a good young player that has worth. Devils got some young talent. Yeah, 100%. Whatever you feel is right. Um, I mean, you don't have to you don't have to go out of your way to like make me look like a buffoon or something. But yeah, sure, would love it. Thanks for even having me as a wrestler in your universe there. There's our buddy Joker. Warriors are playing tonight. No Draymond. He is going to be getting an MRI or an X-ray after a setback today. Wiggins is out indefinitely with a family issue, and Steph Curry's still not back. So the Warriors are down quite a bit here as far as their normal players. They are playing the Timberwolves with some players injured for Minnesota. I think no Rudy Gobert tonight for the T-Wolves. So yeah, we'll see what happens. New one drops in 2 weeks, bringing AWA back. Sharks better get a good return because he's 30-plus goal guy. 30-plus goals a season guy at this point. Yeah, that one game was definitely one of the coolest games I got to watch was that Martin Luther King game with you a while back. Hey, Pook, how are you doing? Is it still snowing, Pook? I noticed I was met with crickets when I nominated Denso and Nate. I was just thinking, like, if Sauce looked at his Twitter, then he might say, "Hell yeah, I know Pook from my chat. Yeah, I should get those guys in here with me, and maybe Nate gets a jersey or something cool if you got to know him more." Because I was looking at my notifications, and I think there was like a graphics account or something like that today. I was like, "Oh yeah, I was tweeting about that." It was this morning. Not supposed to until later. Yeah, it's weird. I mentioned like I live next to the foothills west. I'm pointing west, and you go over those hills, and then it's like, the Pacific Ocean and Monterey and Santa Cruz and all that stuff, right? If you were to take that trip, up on those foothills, there's snow right now, so it's kind of close to me. Probably a 30-minute drive or something if I wanted to just go see it. Although I don't think there's any like place to ski or snowboard, but yeah, just kind of cool to see the snow out there. Got a YouTuber helping him. Hey, we got a new follower. It is Martin Ricardo. How are you doing, Martin? Thanks for jumping in. I'm checking out the Warriors. They're off to a super slow start. They're down 7 at home against Minnesota. Clay just had a good game last game, and he splashes a 3. Thompson, I believe, was 12 of 17 on 3-point shots last game that they played. This has been a struggle bus house rules game. I'll probably get off around 6:37 here local time, Pacific Standard Time, and make dinner. My oldest daughter, for anybody just tuning in, got sick on the way home. I think she'll be okay, but thankfully we got her to take some medicine once we got home. But we were out having fun, out bouncing around at the trampoline park thing. It was our first time going. It's only a few more dollars to join for the whole month versus like for a day pass. So we joined for the month, but I told my wife make sure she cancels it. You picked up woolen, so happy. I'm doing good, Kenny. It's 70 there, and it's snowing in the west. Oh, so you guys are getting some warm weather. Yeah, Wags did not tell me it's been warm. And I don't know, you guys probably aren't in the same town or anything, but out in Indiana. Was a wreck last night. Just trying not to break out crying. I remember the ones that jarred me the most as a fan is when Chris Mullen got traded, and when Mark McGuire got traded, because I was still in my teens. Wilson stung a little bit this past year because Wilson always seemed like he was going to be like a lifelong Seahawk, and he's very good about saying the right things to the media. But behind closed doors, I guess it was a different story with Russell. But man, yeah, Russell kind of threw me off a little bit. But I am definitely a sympathetic crier. I can get choked up if everybody else is too. I saw the A's tweeting about Marlowe Carne, so I retweeted the A's, hoping you would see it. They said, something like he's a Bay Area legend or classic or something. All right, so the opponent punches it in. That's a wrap. It's a goal line play with 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and no receivers. I think we just have to shoot our shot. I'm trying to stuff it and hope that we're right. I'm trying to run commit. If he runs a little play action, I'm probably cooked. This guy happens to be in chat. I'm probably cooked too. Last second, I made a switch. Hey, it worked out for now. Trade hurts. Ceremony they had for Marlowe was emotional. Yeah, that's what I was assuming you were referring to, was the Marlowe retirement in the night, and being the best Shark of all time. And I know there was quite a bit of Bay Area sports royalty out there. I think they said Barry Bonds was there. Bonds is at this Warrior game tonight. Just saw Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez are sitting next to each other at this Warrior game. I believe Chris Mullin was on hand for Marlowe's retirement, I read, which is really cool. Of course, I'm a big Mullin fan. Oh, Raleigh was there. Yeah, that is cool. That is nice to have, represented. Too bad, Joe Montana or somebody didn't get to come through, or Jerry Rice. But still, that's a pretty good group. And that spans quite a few eras, too. This is a long game. I hope we both get a bunch of XP for this. Pooh, Carne, Flat Slob Sports, Kinney, all the other buddies, King Solo. I'm just trying to remember everybody that's chatted so far. You guys all had the weekend off today? Or the weekend off today. Did you guys all have your Sunday off and have a good weekend thus far? I feel like I didn't stream much over the weekend. Joker. Yeah, Joker is here. He's going to get me dialed into the wrestling world on the new game. I think Joker usually has the weekends off. Worked yesterday, off today. Oh, right on. Pretty good weekend. I don't know what happens. I've never had a game make it to halftime on this game mode. Klay Thompson 3's off the front rim. Warriors are down 9-4. Tore down the broken shed. Oh, Baldwin's getting some good animations for me. He hangs on to that one too. What'd you tear it down with? Did you just go out there with a sledgehammer and smash it up, or yeah, I don't even know how you would tear one down. Guess it depends on what you have on hand. David Chinzo turned it over. Warriors are down 10. They're getting blitzed here at home against a game that should be winnable for them, but that's been the story of the season. Clay just playmade to Kevon Looney for a nice layup and one opportunity. Lost some yardage there. Yeah, March subathon. No pressure, but there's no sub for King Solo. Yeah, March is almost here. I figured we'd throw it out there, and then if you guys wanted a subathon, we could do something crazy. I mean, not that crazy. It's still, my stream, but yeah, we could do something for the fun of it. Hey, we got the touchdown. Let's give them the gritty. That was the longest house rules game of all time, I think. Three on the way skip for the T-Wolves. So 17-10. God, Golden State's just frustrating to watch right now. Coming off the title, right? It's like, I don't necessarily expect them to win any more championships with this run. I certainly hope they can, but coming off the title, I didn't think they'd be playing 500 ball. Alright, so we're playing super plays. They're usually pretty fast, but that one was pulling teeth. It was like a 15-16 minute game. Trying to grind out some coins and get that Al Woods card for the Seattle theme. So how's Woolen going for you, Pook? I got to play with him a little bit yesterday on Dead So's defense. I got one interception. Then as we were going up rounds, the boys took over at middle inside linebacker. So I had to get interceptions other places. Yeah, it seems like a cool card. People are getting like good tackle animations and stuff against me with that Woolen. It really does tempt me to want to spend a few bucks. But I won't do it, but yeah, it makes me think about it. UCLA runs Pac-12 basketball 30 months, buddy. Oh my goodness. Congrats to UCLA. I know that was a big game yesterday because Wags let me know. And then I felt bad for Wags because I saw Indiana. The Hoosiers beat Purdue. And I haven't been watching the games. But I feel like Purdue's not playing their best, getting close to the tournament. Zach, how do you feel about UCLA going into the big dance? Do you think they're peaking at the right time? Of course, we'll get Zach's name up on the wall as soon as this game's done. Thank you, Zach, for the big resub and everything, dude. 30 months is crazy. Because Zach's very young. Like, that's a good chunk of Zach's young life. He's been hanging out with me. Divas Shinzo inbounds to Clay. Clay's going to have all he can eat here shooting-wise, but that one's off the mark. Making stupid decisions at the wrong time. Can I ask you another one, Zach, in the baseball world? And I'm just going to try to ask, and anybody else who wants to chime in, I'm just going to try to ask and not poison the well with my opinion. I'll give you guys my opinion if you want it here in a minute. But what did you think about that shot clock, batter clock ending the game thing yesterday in spring training? They're just getting lucky at times. It's good that you see it as a fan, so I think it makes expectations better in case it doesn't work out, for the Bruins and their, Final Four hopes. So Zach's loving the pitch clock. Oh, nice play. I thought I had Alexander for sure. So I don't know all the ways they're going to enforce it. I've yet to watch a spring training game, to be fair, Kenny. But there's like a pitcher clock and a batter clock. And the batter needs to be in the box and be alert and ready to go after so many seconds. So yeah, should make the games go faster. Less screwing around, guy going out, readjusting his batting gloves 20 times. And, pitcher picking up rosin and dancing around. All that stuff should be really cut down. Rather the stuff happen now in spring training, when the games mean nothing than in the regular season. Boy, I was trying to fight through there and pick that. It's to make the games not be ran by one side. Yeah, I think that's super reasonable, Zach. That's exactly what I was telling Nats fan. Like, I think this is fine. Nats fans like, we can't be having this. This is terrible. I'm like, this is the perfect time to have this. This is a spring training game. It doesn't matter. Who cares if it was the last batter? that'll put the enforcement on the players and the coaches and all that to really start to realize, hey, we can't be losing games not having our guys set. And I think everybody will get accustomed to it. Pitchers, batters can't slow down momentum. Spring training games are taking less than 3 hours. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, I think we pretty much agree on that one. Like, very similar thoughts on it. I mean, it sucks for the game not to end with the pitcher versus the batter, but the batter struck out. He wasn't ready to go. It is what it is. Clay just hit a 3 for Golden State, and they're down. They are into the bonus. It's just under 6 minutes remaining, but they're down 10. Warriors looking like they're going to get ran out. I'm surprised that rule's hung around this long. Thought it was just going to be for the COVID year. It's 4th and 50, and our opponent has to go for it because it's house rules. Hanging around and make extra inning games go faster. Yeah, I agree. I really didn't mind it in 20 because 20 I just wanted a baseball season and try to keep people healthy, and some sports was better than no sports at that point, but it's weird to me. It's weird that it's still hanging on. And it does not apply to any rounds in the playoffs, right, Zach? So once we get into the wild card, then it goes away, I think. I do like it on the show. I guarantee you, I love it on the show. Because, again, that runner at second, I'm going to just bunt him over and try to bunt him in and get a win that way. Naz Reid has 15 points early. If you guys are playing daily fantasy, he's cooking Golden State. Jordan Poole missed a point blank, but Kevon Looney cleaned it up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Reed is going off for Minnesota. I don't know what play I called. I'm just going to audible to a run so I don't throw a pig. This is basically like I wanted to give you guys some stream as opposed to not getting live type of stream. Not that I don't want to be here, but my intention was to do 6 hours, 8 hours or something on the weekends. Like usual, but last night my daughter was a little stuffy, and we were just like, well, she seems like she's okay, we'll go ahead and go. So then we went, and maybe we shouldn't have, but I think all 3 kids had a good time. I know I was having a good time bouncing around. I got some pictures I'll put in the Discord. And it's probably not that big a deal to have like a trampoline park, but it's kind of cool for this area because we don't have like a ton of good activities. So it was like $17 for the day or $21 for a month thing. So we got the month deal, and we may go back. Like my wife's next Monday off. Hopefully it won't be so busy. But anyhow, they ended up taking a lot more of the day than I expected. So we both have exchanged interceptions. Jordan Poole just leaked out and got a dunk. I don't know. I always feel weird when Anthony Lamb's on the court. Anthony Lamb has some had a rape allegation against him, and I don't really know what to think about it. I believe in Vermont they decided not to pursue criminal charges against him, but he's in like a civil suit where his ex-girlfriend is suing the university for not taking things seriously, amongst other young women too. So I don't know. I always feel creepy when that guy's out there. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It's like extra $4, so you can just go for the whole month. I wish it was in my hometown. It's about a 40-minute drive, but that's okay. Get to go out there and see some other stuff. Did you hear about Brandon Miller? No, I didn't hear about him. Let me get Zach up on the wall. Thank you, Zach, for everything. We're on a little run, and Timberwolves will take time to stifle down the crowd. So Anthony Lamb and Ty Jerome are out there. God, I can't stand either one of those guys. Not because Lamb, I don't like him because I don't know if I should be rooting for the guy or rooting for the guy's incarceration. And then Ty Jerome just seems like barbecue chicken. He made a nice play though. and got a layup. And I feel like these guys are playing in lieu of Kuminga, Moses Moody, Wiseman, who's been traded out, sometimes Jordan Poole. JaMychal Green's another one that we run a lot. It's just like, these guys are not going to be there in the future. Oh, yeah, the basket. Could you fill me in on that? I've heard different stories from different people. I haven't taken the time to really read the whole deal. He bought a weapon that was used in a crime, right? And he may be like a lottery pick type of player. I didn't even know what his name was. I looked at the headline or just like the top part of the article, and I got distracted the other day because I know they cleared him to play and they let him play. But I know there's quite a bit of media circulating around it and discussion about what's going to happen with him and his future. God, I mean, that makes him an accessory, right? I mean, it's one thing if you hand it like to your roommate and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna go shoot some clay pigeons." I don't think anybody really does that, but like, "Oh, I'm gonna go duck hunting," and you go out and take a 22 out and do something bad with it. But handing like a handgun to somebody and they're ticked off, yeah, I mean that sounds very criminal. Yesterday during his intro, his teammate pat him down like a cop would, make him. Oh God, that looks terrible. Coach Nate Oates is enraged. He has bullets in his windshield, or he had bullets in his windshield. Yeah, that's wild. There's the whole thing about. I mean, we see it a lot in sports, but also just in other walks of life where people are very privileged. If they have a lot of money, they have celebrity pull. If they're politicians, there's different sets of rules for other folks. And I know he's a draft prospect, so I don't know how much insurance or money or whatever might be around him at this moment, but I'm thinking specifically about guys like Bauer and Deshaun Watson. I know Bauer, they chose not to do anything criminally with him, but if those guys couldn't pay people off and get people to be quiet and whatnot, yeah, they probably would be a much different deal if they were just like normal citizens. Yeah, like just about everybody else is. Thunder down by 8 to the Kings. Kings are surprisingly good. I think they're in the 3 seed right now. God, I hope the Kings fall on their face. I don't like Sacramento as a franchise. There hasn't been much of a rivalry between the Kings and the Warriors. Kings were good years ago and the Warriors were terrible, and vice versa of late. But yeah, this it's like seeing the Giants do well for me. Shots fired at Carne Basada, metaphorically. I got a feeling my kids will be junior Giants because they're very connected to all the Little League and T-ball stuff this year. So those are pictures Dad's not going to want to have on display. No, I will. Just jokes. Basketball stuff was all tied to Golden State through our town. Warriors are on a 13-3 run. It's 26-23. Jordan Poole just crossed over, pulled up for 3, and he bricked it. That was looking like a heat check shot for Jordan Poole. But yeah, go Thunder. Beat him. Naz Reid just drilled a 3 over Ty Jerome. He's got 18 in the first quarter. Michael Green just took a super contested fall away like he thought he was Kobe or Jordan or something. We got the Cowboys out here. How about them Cowboys? Timberwolves kind of weather that Golden State storm. They're back up by 10. This does not look like a championship roster. Or at least a championship 5 out here for the Warriors. It's Ty Jerome, Anthony Lamb, a couple two-way players, JaMychal Green, Jordan Poole, and Moses Moody are the 5 on the floor. Noticed a lot of network issues, that attention stuff popping up over this weekend. Yeah, that glue kind of went over my head for that glue. Hold on, let's break this one down. That joke kind of messed me up there for a minute. All right, what does a piano, a tuna, and glue have in common? You can tune a piano, you can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna. I think the glue's just there to throw us off. But yeah, you're right. The glue doesn't play a factor. Unless it's tying in a way that I'm not getting. Also, how's Wags doing today? Yeah, it had a ton of upvotes on... that joke will stick with you. Had a ton of upvotes on Reddit. You guys know I'm just over there plagiarizing their jokes. So... shout out to whoever came up with that one. They probably took it from somebody else anyways. Wags, I didn't ping you. I didn't do anything because, you know, I know how it feels, certainly being a fan. But I saw the Hoosiers got Purdue again. Do you feel like Purdue's not in good shape going into March Madness, or do you think there's just something with Indiana where it's a tough matchup? And maybe you're not too concerned about it. I know Eddie had a good game, or Edie had a good game. I was paying attention because I believe you said if they had won last night, they got like at least a guaranteed share of the conference championship. Concern, missed a lot of foul shots and threes. I'm watching the terrible Golden State Warrior team right now. Hey, Henny, he wants milk. My man, what's up, Henny? There he is. Speaking of basketball, Henny, I haven't watched your Celtics much, but I know they've been winning games, and I believe it was Jason Tatum was the hero last night against the Sixers. Do you feel like it's championship or bust, Henny, for your Celtics? Northwestern lost today, so you guys did get the share. Into the first quarter, Timberwolves missed the lay-in. It was well guarded, and that'll be a 9-point deficit for the Warriors at home against Minnesota with no Rudy Gobert. I also believe there's no Karl Anthony Towns in this game. Win one of the last two for the outright. Oh, perfect. Couple winnable games, Wags, or do you have tough games incoming? Henny, thank you, buddy. I don't take you guys for granted. I know we have some wild sub streaks around here, and thank you for all the support to to me, to the stream, to the community, to Grit. You guys, I mention it from time to time. You guys make it really cool for me to be a stay-at-home dad, make a few extra bucks, help out with the family and stuff. And yeah, thank you, Henny. Playing Fortnite with Sauce and Shano. The joke is to get people to ask about the glue, and the response is, I knew you'd get stuck there. Oh my god, really? Oh, Gronk just bowled him over. Love it. R.I.P. Winnable but not easy. John Ramos. John, are you ready for baseball season? How's baseball training going out in the Philippines? John, what do you think about the batter clock? Going to be training later and writing. Have you done any more fan fictions lately, John? If you have, you haven't shared them with me in Discord. I'd love to see them. I thought you were trolling me, dude, when you told me you had Team USA baseball fan fiction, and then he really does have it. John's big baseball guy. I'm going to write down Henny's name, and we'll play some more house rules. I got to make that milk emote as well. I'm going to look and see what we don't have enough, or which emote is getting used the least, and we'll take it out. You've been writing on Tumblr. Thanks for the shout out. Hey, let's shout you out in case you want to stream. I know you don't stream yet, but maybe one day we'll get you streaming. All right, getting close to level 2. Warriors getting stomped. Thought this was a winnable game, but you know Clay's not going to shoot lights out every night, and the Warriors' perimeter defense is really rough. They made that win now trade for Gary Payton, and who knows if Payton's even going to play by the playoffs, and who knows if we'll even make the playoffs. The way that we're going, I think Warriors are currently in the 7th seed. So after my daughter got sick in the store at the checkout stand, I was like, you know, I want to treat myself. So Circle K was right there on the way home, and I said, hey, I want to stop and get a frozen drink. I told Mrs. Donny. She said it was fine. Mrs. Donny said I could have a frozen drink. No, so I got this this Polar Pop from Circle K. They didn't have Coke as one of the frozen slushy type flavors. They're showing A-Rod and Barry Bonds right now this Warrior game. So I went with Dr. Pepper. So it's half cherry, half Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's really good. It's probably like way too sweet, but we're getting our week's allowance of sugar right out of this drink. Well, this guy's got a nice little pass attack. I don't know. I think they probably did have Coke flavor, but they have a huge drink area, and I want to say maybe a third or half of the different little fountains and spigots were out of order, so I just went and got cherry and Dr. Pepper as a combo. Yeah, I haven't had Dr. Pepper in a long time, but it's pretty good. Dr. Pepper for me is like once in a great while. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I was glad there was at least something that was good. All the Mountain Dew flavors were out, so I might have just done something different had I had every option available. But yeah, it's fine. Came out pretty good. Fighting at the goal line, I could not rip that out. Anthony Edwards just got. Oh no, it's Anthony. That's not Edwards. That's Knight. Knight just drew a foul against Clay. Oh, Tight Spot with the raid. Right on, Tight Spot. How's Tight Spot doing? I just kept clicking in all the wrong defenders. Hey, thanks for thinking about me, bud. Checking out the Warrior game, playing some house rules. Got you guys covered for a couple hours of dinner time Donny stream, I guess. Probably not dinner time for my East Coast friends, but around here. Hey, I'd love to hear what you're up to, John. Don't be a stranger. So, Tight Spot, what were you doing? Were you doing the walk to work deal? Beat Troy, upset Alabama. Writing is based on the Webb Griffin style, on the late Webb Griffin style. I wish I knew who that was. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not as cultured as I would like to be in some ways. Revamping it. Actually, no, you're not playing Revamp. You're playing it on your Xbox 360, right? Oh, Jermichael Green just got a nice block. Nope. I think they called it a goaltend. Never mind. The Warriors cannot have nice things. Debo can have that touchdown. Dimed it in there. Playing on the 360. Man, 360 was a fun console. You've never had Red Ring of Death with that one? Tight spot? Not like I'm trying to wish it on you or anything, but have you ever had to have it in for repair? Yes, this game's 11-11. Interception would win it for us. Sometimes does it, but not often. Yeah, that was so annoying with that generation, unfortunately. Warriors down a dozen. Dante DiVincenzo has it at the moment, dribbling up for Golden State. Oh, there's the win. I'm going to stun on him. Still got a little troll in me as I'm approaching 43 years old. No repair on that one. Awesome, bud. I remember like early YouTube days, Kenny, looking up the how to fix it, and somebody put a like a bathroom towel, like the towel you dry yourself off with, over the 360, and I guess it would make it even hotter, and then the red ring would go away. But I remember calling Microsoft. I was out of warranty by a few months and just complaining about how they knew those were bad when they put them on the assembly line, and that they should make it right. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and send it in. And he got me my tag, and yeah, got my my console fixed. You had a 360 do it that way back when. Only old gamers remember blowing on the cartridges and stuff when our Nintendos and Super Nintendos wouldn't work, or getting a Q-tip and a little bit of like rubbing alcohol and cleaning off the connectors. Microsoft gotten better now, that we hope. Blew it in and it worked. I want to quote you, but it's really out of context. Miss the N64. N64 was such a fun console. Get the buddies over and play, like 4-player games. Mario Kart, James Bond, GoldenEye. I played a ton of Griffey and Wayne Gretzky hockey on the N64. Yeah, I didn't have GameCube. I think it went PS2. That was like the first time I kind of got away from Nintendo for a while. Honestly, I think that was the only console I missed, because I ended up getting a Wii, and then I got the Wii U and the Switch, and I had the NES and SNES. I know they had some just like oddball stuff, but as far as like their main releases. Yeah, Wii U I think was slept on as a console. I don't know why it didn't get much support or much love. I like playing on that, the handheld tablet portion of it as well. But you didn't never end up playing yours very much. Still got your PS2, GameCube, 360, and PS1. Gino bringing out the cannon. Oh, I tried to go around after the catch. I wanted to just take that all the way to the house. I actually probably am going to make dinner. I would post pictures, but it's going to be the same thing. I'm thawing out Impossible meat. I think it's Impossible. I forget which one we buy more often. It's either the Impossible or the Beyond. And I'm just going to make hamburgers. So it's not going to be like anything super special. But yeah, you can have your dinner and share it with me and tell me how delicious it is. While we hang out. How's Beards doing? Had nuggets and fries for dinner. Chicken and rice. Had dinner 4 years ago. 4 hours ago? Or years ago? Alright. It's like Zach is in the anti-dinner contingent or something. Yeah, what was I doing 4 years ago? I was streaming. We're close to that GG pack. I've been on the elliptical of late, guys and gals. I need to slim down. And may have to bring back the workout streams one of these days. Hell of a diet. This House Rules feels like it's tough to get through these levels. I played it for, I don't know, an hour and a half yesterday. And then we switched over to squads. Warriors down 9 at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Can we do an elliptical one? I'd have to do some setting up of the stream, but I think we could. Used to work out when we did those. We should do it as a throwback. If we hit the goal, I think we're super close to it. Let's see. Well, yeah, we'll probably hit the goal. We got 4 days to get like 4 different subs. We'll do it as part of the subathon thing. Like, nobody will have to sub. It'll just be like, I'm going to start out working out, and then we'll switch to gaming. I'll be huffing and puffing for you guys. We got the hit stick fumble, scoop, and score. Jamal Adams trying to put the team on his back. You have 4 days and do the resub. You know what? I think they're kind of sneaky about it. And I'm not. I just want to tell you, it's like full disclosure. I don't think it's counting the resubscriptions as part of like new subs, which I think is messed up. So we'll just do it regardless. Hopefully we'll hit the goal and then it pops in the chat and stuff. But yeah, I think it's only counting the new subs, which is weird. Yeah, because people resubscribing still really helps. I mean, it's the same thing, you know. Yeah, thank you for resubscribing. You should count towards our goal. Hey, it's all good, Ambient Heat. I'm glad you're here watching. Heat, are you ready to bring the heat on MLB The Show? Excited for March Madness like every year. Who do you think is going to be our Final Four? You can give us a hot take. Or not. You can give us a cold take. Might be unfair to throw that question out at you, but yeah, why not? Boy, this looks bad. Let's switch to zone. Gonzaga winning it. That's game. Jamal Adams did it all. Zach's like, yep, I like this ambient heat guy. So you got Alabama, UCLA, Gonzaga, and Kentucky. Never heard of Gonzaga. They're a perennial March Madness team. They used to kind of be like that Cinderella team that would always play pretty well, but now they've had some good players of late. They just had Chet Holmgren last year. If you're familiar with Chet, this year he got injured in the preseason. In like a charity game, LeBron rolled up on his ankle, so he didn't play. But he's a really tall, thin, skilled big guy, and yeah, he'll have his rookie season next year with the Thunder. I think he was second overall pick. All right, so we got a 91 out of that deal. Let me go sell it, as I'm just trying to hoard coins. Actually, no, maybe we'll just turn it to training and then go rip those TVPs. See if we get lucky. Want to get that Al Woods card for my theme. They need to win the title at least once. They deserve it. They always seem to be like, even when they're not that great a team, I mean, they're great enough to qualify, but there's times where it's like, man, here's Gonzaga making a deep run in the the March Madness NCAA finals. This is just laggy moving forward. It didn't give me my training points. Oh, there they go. All right, I was going to lose it. Wasn't going to matter. Wasn't like the ghost of John Madden was going to come put his hand on my shoulder and say, there. Daniel freak. It's okay. But I thought I got finesse. I thought I quick sold for nothing. Being a Gonzaga fan is pain. Kevon Looney just missed a free throw. If you guys are familiar with Kevon, kind of a stiff moving big guy, does the dirty work. If you ever have time, pull up Kevon's like high school mixtape. He was like Kevin Durant. He was shooting threes, had a good handle. He had a couple of very severe hip injuries when he was at UCLA, and that altered his game. But he's a super solid player. I think he's very unsung hero for this Warrior franchise and their success. What's up, Thumb Drive? How are you doing, buddy? Timberwolves hit a 3. Warriors' defensive intensity was good, but they still got splashed on. You just lost 20 for that game. Give Thumb Drive a shout out. All right, we'll rip another TVP and we'll go look at Woods. See what Woods is going for. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, Cardinals in the house. How's Cardinals doing today? Hey, Cardinals. The hot rumor around my Twitch chat has been, are the Cardinals going to win, or are they going to lose 100 games? Are you concerned about the Cardinals losing 100 games this year? I'm doing great. I am a little concerned about the Cardinals and their baseball prospects. I really feel like the Cubs are the team to beat in the Central this year. But yeah, how's Cardinals doing? Warriors are down 6 with 650-ish remaining. Dante DiVincenzo was trying to dump it off to Looney, and they got picked pretty easily. Lose 71 at least. All right, let's see. I don't think I can afford him. Dead So 18 1 1. Do you want to stream snipe me? We can count down and we could play champs right now if you want to. You're welcome to try to snipe me every game. Yeah, Woods is up there. Man, there's not a lot of them on the market today either. Some still a little light. It's just like I'm not even playing Madden right now. Jordan Poole bricked from deep. Braves traded most of their good players. You're set up. Who did the Braves get rid of? You guys picked up Sean Murphy from my A's. Yeah, I'm gonna count this down, Dead. So I don't know if you're ready, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Snipe me. Hey, what's up, Bo Diggity? Did we get that? So? Automatic Drew. That's Dedson's burner. Madden's okay, yeah. I'm playing house rules, so these are super fast games. Usually. Acuna and Albies. Oh, they do lose Dansby Swanson. But you still got Matt Olson and... yeah, you traded for Sean Murphy. I'm trying to think of around the horn who else is good there. Austin Riley is still there. No, I'm not a big fight fan. Did he get smashed finally? For some reason, I thought it was on Sunday. I thought it was later tonight. I know another kind of toxic clickbaiter got banned from Twitch yesterday. Night. He lost, nothing too crazy. Not a big fan for Bo Diggity. Now, he fought somebody pretty good, though, right? Finally. Thinking about sports-wise, Broncos, new coach, wondering how Wilson will do and how they're going to do in free agency. Let me ask you this. Not trying to be a jerk. Ambient, but would you really... Oh, okay, he's on ad break. Ambient just spent $20 on a bet, so hold on. All right, so just had to tease him a little bit. Hopefully he'll take it in the manner it's meant to be taken. But I'll ask him a question in a minute. My question is going to be: would you want to go to Denver if you're a free agent? Only if they offer me a bag and a half would I want to go there. Tried MLB game on mobile. It's actually fun. Called 9 Innings, 23. Did I read the comment? Didn't hear you. Yeah, I did. Are you back? Because the ads actually are still running, but you may already be back. I think it's varied per viewer. Sneaky playoffs this team are going to be the Braves, maybe the Padres. You are back. Okay, yeah. Let me ask you a question with your comment. If you were a free agent and you weren't a Bronco fan, would you want to go to Denver? That seems like a dumpster fire at the moment. Now you might be a former Saints player and say, yeah, I want to play for Coach Payton again. I don't think Russ has a lot of pull with free agents. He always struck out when he tried to lure guys to Seattle, other than Greg Olsen, who just hated being a Seahawk. He ended up becoming good friends with Jimmy Graham, but that was after Seattle already had traded for Graham. Yeah, Seattle always had a hard time trying to get guys like Antonio Brown, Odell Beckham Jr. Russ would try to lure him in, so I don't know that people are lining up to play with Wilson. To be fair, maybe for the defense. Yeah, that defense is stacked. Yeah, I forgot who the offensive coordinator is now. I know they rehired Vance Joseph to be their defensive coordinator there in Denver. Yeah, Braves are good. Yeah, Braves are solid. God, this guy's getting to me quickly. Lombardi. Where's down 4 with 3:30 remaining? I've seen the Braves win a couple World Series in my lifetime. I've only seen my A's get one. And the Braves, yeah, they're just perennial contenders, so there's nothing too bad about being a Braves fan. Placed your wooden spoon on the stove and it caught on fire. No. Is it done? I want to ask, is it cooked? But I'm not trying to make a dad joke. Like, did it just get singed? Is what I'm saying. Can we still use it because it's your wooden spoon? And I know you love to cook, or are we going to need a new spoon? It is cooked. Dang it! I'm sorry. Poop. F in the chat. Oh, great. I can't even F in the chat, right? I put down my controller because I know Pook loves to cook. Yeah, I did start to read it as Tariq Woolen initially. I believe Clay just shot at a 3. Now they're saying it was Poole. I'm looking at the closed captioning. Would have been there to tie the game. Yeah, Donnie did drop an F-bomb. That was a while ago. I'm going to take Tua down. So I read something. I haven't got to read deep into it. I guess Tua's dad was like Todd Mrnivich's dad. And that Tua has turned out really well despite having a super overbearing father. So now I'm kind of curious what all he had to put up with as a kid. So that's a rabbit hole that I intend to go down as a sports fan. And playing against this Tua card just reminded me of that. AP, how's your weekend been, sir? Great to see AP gaming in. AP is going to have all the awesome ballparks when he has free time to make them in MLB The Show 23. He makes the custom stadiums. He brings back former stadiums and just creates great stuff. He's made the Donny Coliseum last couple years for me. It takes a while to do those things, so yeah, be sure to check out AP. All right, we got the turnovers on down. Did the Broncos just make a draft trade? I believe you guys traded a pick to the Saints to acquire Sean Payton. Of course, the Seahawks have the 5th overall pick and the 5th pick in the 2nd round from you guys to complete the Wilson trade. Oh, I thought I could fit it in there. I may have fit the game right away. This was such a winnable one. All right, good going. Don't pull your hamstring, Gino. It's all right. We'll live to fight next week. Looking forward to the show 23. Oh, right now? I don't think so. I don't know. You would know more than I would, Ambient, regarding your Broncos. All right, took that one away. Playing against Swollen 420. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to make out of that name, or if we should go down that path. Oh, what's up, Chaos? Welcome in. How was the christening you went to last time we got to chat? It's like a week ago, I think. Chaos, professional Fall Guy streamer. Maybe your eye is swollen. Gotta be honest, got pretty annoyed by a lot of the Seahawks. Not saying you. They've been messaging you about Wilson. Who's messaging you about Russell Wilson, Ambient? And let me ask you this. Were you trolling those Seahawk fans when that trade happened? Because there was a lot of Bronco fans that were going wild there at the start. But yeah, I know there's not much love lost between the fan bases right now. If you're giving them the smoke, then you gotta take it back when the shoe's on the other foot. Yeah, they're just getting you back. I mean, if they're actually friends, like you hang out with them and stuff, then I think you got to roll with it. If they're just like Twitter people that you're never going to see in real life, it's all right to mute them and move on. But yeah, there was sort of the contingent from Bronco fans like, oh my God, Seattle's so stupid. They just set their franchise back a decade and gave away their Hall of Fame quarterback. And how did that turn out for Bronco fans? Well, so far, not good. But, there's really nothing we can do anyways as fans besides just hope for the best for the franchises we like. Yeah, but Gino's good. Hall of Famer in ours. He needs more than one decent season, but yeah, Gino's going pretty well. Hopefully he comes back. He is a free agent. It was good. Free bar was the best part. Yeah, I'm good with Gino for a couple more years. We got the touchdown to Gronk, and that's worth 10 points in house rules. I don't know why. The scoring system is the way it is, but 10-year deal for Gino. I don't know. That sounds a little long, Bo Diggity. I love that we got a couple Seahawks fans in here right now, besides myself. I'm ready for the Seahawks smoke. I got Bo Diggity and Pook ready to ban anybody comes after the Seahawks. Fumble. Did we recover? No. Donny Dimes. Friend Evan, Seahawks fan. Friend from school, Caleb as well. And you got Twitter trolls. Gotta admit, you did bash them, those Seahawks fans. Yeah, you're just, I don't know, man. It's kind of the karma for you going all in on them. Yeah, Kenny even likes the Seahawks. Warriors down 3 at the moment, approaching halftime. All in good fun. Well, that's not what I wanted. Maybe the Warriors just gave up banana 1. Although I'm not sure if that was a charge or what. My eyes were away. Oh, we tried to run it in with Gronk. stuff that. I guess it was foul on the floor. So Garza's to the line for Minnesota. Dude, Twitter is not worth it. Yeah, 100% not worth it. Gronk on Bo Jackson. Oh, nice play for Bo. Take it serious. Doesn't get anywhere. No point. Dude, it's not. The arguments online with opposing fans or even with fans in your fan bases are not really worth it. Sometimes I'll use, different team Reddits to just kind of vent and help myself not think about sports too much after I kind of type out my thoughts. But yeah, if somebody comes in and tells me I'm an idiot, then I usually just block them and downvote them and move on. I may have put too much loft on that. Yeah, dang it. He got the pick. That's game. I didn't know who had the ball there for a second, but probably need to throw with a little more zip. Oh, well. We'll be better next time, hopefully. Less XP. Clay runs to the line after getting the steal, and his three's no good. So Minnesota up 3 with possession. Don't believe this is a national game. I know sometimes there's like a nighttime national game on ABC, but I don't think this one is the big markets. No way I'm having my messages on these games. Especially if I walk somebody off on a bunt or something. Which I'm inclined to do once we reach extra innings. Get them over, get them in, Bo Diggity. I'm not going to sit there and battle with a teenager telling me I'm trash for beating him. Learn to adjust your defense. So there was a really insightful post that's up on the MLB The Show Reddit. I put it into my Discord server if anybody wants to check it out. Some guy did a bunch of testing as to how the quirks work in the show, and most of the quirks are actually a negative unless they're activated. So sometimes you're better off actually not even having the quirk. Clay does hit a 3-pointer in transition. It's tied at 57 with 51 seconds. Bunt to get on base. Classic 2-out bunt. Oh, that's a bad throw. Same throw that I just ended the last game on. I got stubborn. I wanted to complete and be like, yeah, I can make that throw. Defender was in better shape that time. The previous one, I had Debo switch on a linebacker, but put too much loft under it. All right, Warriors got the stand. Ty Jerome's ringing up. They can't quite ice the clock, but Warrior watch party in case anybody's watching this game with me. Seems like it's going to be a game that may go down to the wire. Jonathan Kuminga just kicked it, and that's a turnover. Timberwolves can ice and shoot the last shot with 19.9 seconds remaining. Oh, they're in the bonus, so they're actually going to shoot foul shots off that. Yeah, I wanted Hendricks on the initial click, so didn't get to that one. Tough. There's no set timeline now. Draymond's out. Wiggins is out. They're a 500 team this year for a lot of reasons. But yeah, Draymond missed the previous game, and Kerr expected him back tonight, and then he had a setback today. So now they're saying X-ray or MRI may be coming for Draymond. And then with Wiggins, they're just saying it's a family matter. So I hope there's nothing, you know, tragic happening in his family or something. But everybody just keeps missing time for one reason or another. Even we traded for Gary Payton. I don't think Payton's probably going to play, at least up until. If Payton does play, it's probably going to be around the playoffs. So that was just to me, it was a really stupid trade to go through with. Yeah, thanks, Kenny. I mean, I always feel that way with everybody with the injuries, but Golden State's just an older team and trying to run these guys a lot of minutes. Bench hasn't been great. Just not working out. And then Curry was hinting he wanted to play more minutes, and sure enough, he had a press conference saying something along those lines. And then like that night, he went down, and Curry's out. So I feel like it's probably the beginning of the end, but I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully they can get hot this year or next year or whatever. Glad I went to the parade this past summer. I mean, I'm sure they'll be decent again, but this is a pretty bad fall. If you go from winning the championship to being 500, maybe not even making it through the play-in is pretty bad. Because almost everybody that's decent gets in the NBA playoff scenario. You just have to be top 6 in your conference. I do not like the play-in stuff, but what can you do? Yeah, sometimes just too many players are down. Even when they're healthy, though, there's something is wrong with Golden State. I thought I intercepted that. Would have been the game winner had I got it. I think a lot of it has to do with Draymond and Draymond not getting any discipline actions for punch and pull. Seemed like they just set a terrible tone for this year. All right, we got right. Let's just dance on him. GG. Opponent made a misread. That was just like don't drop it. He looked like I was playing quarterback there. We got Applebee's. $1 dozen shrimp. Haven't been to Applebee's in a long time. Just telling you guys what commercials I'm seeing. I wonder if USAA is actually good for military families, or if it's like just trying to cozy up to our veterans and their loved ones and overcharge them because hey, we're USAA. Because all their ads are always like super patriotic style. No Applebee's near you. Haven't been in a restaurant in over 3 years. Oh, what's up, Lindy? Lemmy, you getting some Apex this weekend? That was a weird play. Gronk did not go out. He just stayed in the block. I was going to try to jam him. But yeah, we are closed caption now. And I think they're on default. But people can just turn them on and off as they see fit. Mavs have no defense. I can't say I'm rooting for Kyrie to get a ring, but or another ring, but yeah, that Maverick team's going to be interesting to see how they fare come playoff time. TV dinner and Bo Diggity's good. I think that was DPI. Let's see. I can accept and kick off, or I can take it at the 4. Weird. That doesn't seem right. Do you like the Salisbury steak? Alexander with a game winner. Spelling is overrated. As long as we can understand each other. That's all that matters. Yeah, kickoff hype. I don't know what it's going to do because it's house rules. Like, am I going to win the game by kicking off? There's pretty much no special teams in these house rules games. We're grinding to whatever that reward is. I think that's the 95 card. That's next up there. Yeah, the 95 binder. I don't know if the other stuff's really worth getting. But hopefully we'll get to that at least before we put a pin in today's dinner time weird hours stream. Yeah, house rules is pretty cool. You get an interception and it's 5 points. Touchdowns worth 10. You're just playing to 15, so it can be over pretty quick. Chaos liking these hours. Yeah, I need to do some demon hour streams again. Probably will once MLB is back. At least deeper into the summer. Gonna lose my babysitting for a while. They're gonna go on vacation, so I'll have to be on in the nights. If I want to stream, and I do. I thought I was going to jump on that one. I think I'm probably equally excited for the golf game. I'm hoping it's not going to be a letdown because I did find out it's going to be 30 frames per second when it releases. So I hope it's not going to, look bad or seem like it's glitchy as far as how the game plays. Let me get it for you, Bo Diggity. I forgot what this thing is. Like, I'm looking right at it. I don't even see the brand. But it was a cheap one for my needs. And my needs were 1440p, 1 millisecond response time. There you go. Still at the same price point right now, too. Oh, he's got it. Dang it. Had him on 4th down. I mean, the gameplay trailers look great, Kenny, but I mean, that's every game ever, right? Like, the trailers always look good. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Are you going to have internet on that cruise? Here, out of like Los Angeles and Long Beach and San Diego, those Carnival cruises, they charge you an arm and a leg for internet connectivity. And I haven't cruised since 2015, so it might be a little different now. But I remember that always being a thing throughout the years. Like even if you want to check your email, it was like pretty pricey. Because I'd love to see what you're up to, you know. But yeah, if you gotta update us when you're back home, I'd love to see it. I didn't know that there was a bunch of cool islands and stuff along the way there. Had every opportunity to stop this guy. I didn't do it. Seen articles about Madden 24. Yeah, I've seen that too. Now, I think it might be a bit of a misnomer the way that they're clickbaiting those articles, because I don't think they're going to get away from making the franchise. I think it's make or break for the current developer team, Kenny. Is that they weren't happy, like the executives were not happy with all the glitches that were happening, so they need to get it together, or else, is what it sounded like. Or there may be a new team producing, you know, the next Madden. I really don't think gameplay is too bad for Madden this year, but yeah, people not being able to get their rewards and stuff was a big mess. If anybody's, you know, if you guys are buying Gamer Subs or you're buying Red Bull or Prime, please check out Gamer Subs. Their timer just popped up in my chat, and if you do check them out and decide to make an order, please use code DF. So we're moving, we're driving, trying to go tie this up. I was trying to juke stick him in, but opponent never clicked on. Yeah, they may have to do it, right? Just redo everything. You got a 24 IV bag of Red Bull every day. Years ago, I used to drink Red Bull and Monster a lot, and Rockstar. And then I didn't really do much as far as energy drinks till I got with Gamer Subs. I like it. It gets me pretty wired in. But not like jittery, like I had like way too much caffeine. But I would definitely tell you guys use the recommended doses. My wife started drinking it, and she was wanting to do like a whole pack. And I'm like, that's like drinking 2 cups of coffee. This sucks. Want to run this in here. Drink flavored water. I drink a lot of flavored water too. I use Mio and drinks like that quite often. Gamer Subs does have some that are caffeine free too. They sent me quite a few tubs when I got started with them, so I have a fairly decent supply. So I guess I get the ball right back. Oh, no. It's the 2-point conversion. I was wondering what was going on here. I thought maybe we were like in overtime rules or something. Chaos 11 coffee. Chaos, you said Starbucks flopped, right? In Australia. Sparkling ice for your Kenny. That sounds good. Quick tip. I didn't realize if you're going to critique my second down play, I just was too zoned in on chat. I didn't even realize I was going to be going for 2. So that was a bad play. You get the points regardless. Safer to run than throw a pick. That's weird, man. But you're right. I do see that it's there. I thought you had to convert it for the 1 point. Steelers suck. Go LA Rams. I don't like the Rams. If you want to give the Steelers some slander, I'm okay with it. Go Seahawks, though. We do have a couple of Rams fans around here. Australia sounds too expensive. But yeah, I'll try to stay with the run, Dead. So good call. If you're... I was just thinking, like, Dead was going to say, that's not a good play to run or something. Like, I didn't realize what I was doing for a minute. Oh, Sherm's got it. Yeah, let's walk on him, Sherm. All right, I got the win. GG. So Warriors are up 59 to 57. About to resume the third quarter. Recession incoming. That's not good. Is what's his name? Is ScoMo still serving in your guys? I want to say House of Commons, but I think that's the wrong term. Or did he resign from politics? Chaos. I forgot the name of the new guy. So he's still doing his thing. Is he like the leader of the party, or is that not how that works? Oh, I run committed. I was smashing buttons. Oh, what's up, Nate? That was ridiculous. Just back to bench bump now. Okay. It is the same guy? He's hoping for a new result. That's one thing I don't like about EA's matchmaking is you can play the same person over and over a little too quickly. But yeah, Dead says paying attention. Need 34 yards here. Sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. At the moment, I'm getting splattered. That's probably game. Yep. He should definitely celebrate on me because I just did it to him, but he didn't do it. I'll lock in for the tiebreaker if we match up again. Jordan Poole just turned it over. Poole's just very careless at times. For those of you that don't get to watch him consistently. All right, that was rough. Nate, how was your weekend so far? I know we're kind of winding it down now. I like Jordan. He just tries to do too much too often when he has the ball in his hands. I think if it wasn't for Poole, they don't win the championship last year. I mean, I guess you could say that for any role player too. That is a good emote. Oh, I thought I had that. Good weekend. Just got home from yelling at the kids all day. Every day is a weekend. I think if that throws on target, I might pick that off. Nas Reed is feasting against Golden State tonight. Kuminga's out there. He just bought him with 3 to put Golden State back on top. I don't know why Kuminga doesn't get more run over Ty Jerome and Anthony Lamb. Kuminga usually looks pretty good. I know there's times he gets lost on his rotations, but rather see him develop and cut his teeth playing instead of two-way guys. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I keep run committing instead of just showing blitz. The second time I've done that here in the last few minutes. Was not my intention. Distracted a little bit watching Golden State. Don't understand why Lamb is even on the team. Wanted the Warriors to hang on to Mac McClung over Lamb in the offseason. I think Lamb gives them, from the Warrior perspective, East, for what it's worth, I think Lamb gives them a another small ball 5 type that they like to run. And I know that they've been trying to get JaMychal Green to run in that role kind of like Otto Porter Jr. did some last year. But yeah, I don't really care for Lamb's game. I know there's times that he plays okay. He's probably not a terrible end of the roster guy, but I do wonder if he's a terrible human being with the allegations against him. Um, and the thing is, it's just like, why are we developing Lamb and Ty Jerome? I'd rather see Moody and Kaminga and all those guys play. Wiseman's put up some decent stat lines. I know he's more offense than defense right now, but I mean, if we're just going to be a 500 team this year, I don't know why we didn't get time for those guys to play. Pops runs the elite basketball program in the city probably for 20 plus years now. I didn't know that about him. Oh, look at Uncle Chauzy coming through. What's up, Uncle Chauzy? Thank you for 31 months. Season ended today in a tough way. Game 3, 2-1 to lose the series 2-1 on the bus ride home. Tough to go. Man, feels like the year just got started. I don't know if I'm going to say it's correct, but it seems like it was a faster season for you than the minor league hockey season. So in a way, that might be kind of nice. But what happens now, Uncle Chauzy? Do you start helping with scouting, girls in high school to try to get them into the program? Do you guys just take some time off? I can't remember if you were on a 1-year deal or a multi-year deal. Are you going to hit free agency again? Uncle Chauzy has worked in minor league hockey and now is working in the Ivy Leagues for one of the top women's teams. Little nighttime Donny foosball. College season is shorter. Dead so was going to start telling me, hey, all you got to do is run. So we'll run it there. We'll get Uncle Chauzy up on the wall here in a moment. There's Lawbanger and Uncle Chauzy. Uncle Chauzy has that burner account. Now he can actually tell us what he really thinks. And Uncle Chauzy, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Timo trade today. I know the Sharks are moving him to the Devils, but I guess all the details were not out there for San Jose. Trying to punch it out. Recruits are pretty much set for the next 2 years. Coaches handle that. Couple of weeks of postseason stuff, breakdown, and then back on the market. Would you like to run it back, Uncle Chauzy, or you want to take some time to think through everything? Pretty sure that's what you did last year when you were with the Rangers organization, right? Just wanted that time to yourself and then see if you wanted to stay there, or, if you found something else that you like better. Not necessarily. The golf game's coming out at the same time. And, EA acts like they know who I am. SDS doesn't. So, you'll see some golf for sure. But I'll probably stream a lot of MLB. If I hate MLB, I'm not going to force myself to do it 200 hours a month or something, though. My man Sauce is here. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the golf game will have a nice buzz and a lot of new members. It's tough to try to do 2 games at the same time if you're like really seriously trying to grow community and streams and viewership and all that stuff. It's better to probably be a one-trick pony, but yeah, like you're very much committed to Overwatch, and then you said, you know what? Everybody wants me to play the show. I'll play the show. Fine. The show's what got me partnered, so it's not like I want to just turn my back on the baseball buddies. What a name, Bama. Goonfella, what's up, Goon? Let me get Uncle Chauzy up there. 31 months. Tried to win away, got drugged back in. We are making our way through the still. I may stay on through the entirety of the Warrior game because I'm probably going to watch it anyways, and I'll get off and make dinner. My daughter got sick. We went to, for anybody that hasn't heard the story, we went to like this little trampoline park. It's like 40 minutes away. And she was a little stuffy yesterday. My wife picked up on it a lot sooner than I did. I was just like, she's fine. Anyhow, she's like falls asleep and she doesn't fall asleep in the mornings. Maybe in the afternoon for a little bit, but she falls asleep on the ride over. And I get her out of the car. Her teeth were chattering, and she's saying she's cold. But we go inside, start bouncing around. She's having fun, and then later on, her teeth were chattering too. It's like, oh, she must be getting a fever. So, yeah, I go to find children's Tylenol. I go into a market that is like a Spanish language market. They have it. It's behind a lock and key. I wait in line, and she tells me, I'm sorry, we've lost the key. So I go across the way. There's like a grocery outlet thing across the street. It's right across the parking lot, but there's a street that runs through. They don't have it. All they have is like Burt's Bees, homeopathic something stuff for kids. So now I got to walk across another street, go over to Walgreens. And of course, you know, we're bouncing around, so I don't take my phone with me because we put everything inside a locker there at this thing. Anyhow, go over to Walgreens, get her the medicine. She doesn't really want to take it. We drive home, and she should try to bribe her to take her medicine. I tell her I'll get her a doll because she always wants babies, and she starts acting really like a baby, and she'll just say like baby, baby. But she has a very large vocabulary. But she just, when she's, you know, wanting to be, you know, for lack of a better term, babied, that's how she acts. So, all right, hey, drink your water, and we'll stop at the store and get you a baby. So I take her into Dollar General, and we're paying at checkout, and she just starts throwing up on the floor. It's like, oh god. But you know, first thing was getting her okay, and she was fine. But thankfully the cashier was really cool, handed me some paper towels. I asked for them, and she goes, oh, we have somebody that'll come and wash it down, it's fine. And she was just helpful to my daughter and got her baby alive. And yeah, we're home, got her to take her medicine at home. So yeah, that was the day. Anyhow, I didn't expect to be gone so long. Sorry that we're on late. Appreciate all of you that are here. That's how this day's gone. If my wife texts me and says, hey, it's, you know, she's getting worse, you know, jump off or whatever, then I will. But I think I'll probably just stay on through the game and watch the Warriors lose or win, hopefully. But at the moment they're down 2. Play some house rules and chill out with you guys. Let me get caught up on chat. Was just giving you guys the story for anybody kind of wondering like, oh wait, this is just weird hours for Donnie. She's probably not better, but she's probably feeling better because she took her medicine. If she's still got fever, flu stuff, you know, hopefully it's not a flu, but if she's still acting like that tomorrow, Kenny, then I'll probably get her to her pediatrician and just make sure she doesn't have, you know, COVID or flu strain or something. But yeah, she's okay. She's chilling on the couch watching Curious George, or she was when I came in here. So Uncle Chazi would like to run it back, but also need to see if anything comes across the desk. You felt comfortable there. We picked it with Carmichael. For sure, but you know what they say, money talks. Yeah, and you want to keep moving north, right? If there's a little better position somewhere else, another college, you know, jump back into the professional game, whatever it could be. About to head out to those wrestling tapings. Have a good time, buddy. Don't do anything, you know, to get yourself arrested, but do something viral. Get yourself interviewed afterwards. Go and put somebody in a headlock or something, tight spot. But yeah, just have a great time, tight spot. Dude, Carmichael's wild. I didn't know anything about Carmichael till this season, and I guess he's a Hall of Fame receiver, so I should have been aware of him. But yeah, really tall dude that played in the 70s for the Eagles, and great player, and they gave him a defensive card, so he's really good on both sides. But yeah, his playing career before my time, so quite a bit back in the annals of NFL history. I tried to throw that. I don't know what happened. May have been in like a bump animation or something. But yeah, ball didn't come out. I was going to go to square, then I tried to scramble up forward from there. Yeah, I don't know much about him, honestly. Love the kids on the team. Would be really tough to leave. Got to make sure you make the best decision for you in the future. We got a new follower. It's Jarrett Smith, and Jarrett's got a lot to tell us. Jarrett, let me me shoot my shot on these plays, and I will get caught up here. Michael Parsons wants to get his blitz back. All he's got to do is imagine Micah Bell from RDG2's face on shoulders or a quarterback. Seriously, who wouldn't want to sack that jerk over and over again? We're talking Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't even remember the characters or anything in that one. Do you think Michael Parsons has played a lot of Dead Red Redemption 2, Jared? Sounds like you want to go sack. Is it Micah? I think it's Micah, right? Micah Bell. Alright, if the opponent gets a touchdown, that's a wrap. Don't want that. Carmichael on Carmichael there. And JaMychal Green turns it over. Warriors down 4, and it's Timberwolves ball. Approaching the end of the third quarter. This game that's in Golden State. And that's the old ball game. I had the ball in my hands and I didn't execute, didn't get it done. Nobody to blame but myself. Got a strategy item coming up. Those are exciting. Hey, that's 1,000 coins. A little bit closer to Al Woods. There's that too. All I'm saying, there's a Dallas Cowboy player. Oh, kids are tying in the names. All right. What are the odds? Or did Jerry know about this? I have no idea if Jerry knew about it. To be honest, I don't think Jerry worries about that type of thing. I think prime Jerry Jones is still back in the 90s somewhere. And he feels like the type of guy that won't give up control of the franchise till, you know, his last breath, unfortunately. So it's probably going to be similar to like Al Davis and the Raiders, and then, you know, family inherits and takes over from there. Had your best bowling alley pizza ever? What type of pizza was it? Sounds like it must have been pretty elite. I feel like I'm playing the same dude. I don't think it is, but he's running the same plays. Maybe it is the same guy. I haven't been paying super close attention. Yeah, he's got it in there. Pepperoni and sausage. It was from Stars and Strikes. That's a pretty good name. Ours is Jungle Jim, where I live. And it's Jim, J-I-M. Because he's, you know, he's like the Tarzan dude from the jungle. I try to fit it in there. I'm tired of playing this Titans, dude. I need to play better. He's going to run it in. Doesn't need to. I just want my pack. I want my 95 pack. I guess I should try to get better at the games since I'm playing it. So Birdman, what did you shoot today? Or did you not bowl? But who would take over if Jerry retired? So Jerry has a son and daughter, I think. I'm pretty sure his son is part of the front office. I would think his son would be the natural successor. Stone Cold. Yeah, I don't think Stone Cold's probably going to get to take over. I like your imagination, though, Jared. You're a welcome addition to chat today. Bolero? Like Volero? That's pretty cool. Jackson just shrugged off Carmichael and got the completion for no yardage. They took over another chain. My son beat me the other day when we went bowling, but he did use the bumper, so I didn't use that as an excuse with him. But yeah, he was going on and on about how everybody else lost to him for a bit. It's like, no, everybody in the family won. You had the best score. You don't need to be that way about it. Throw the bumpers way. He's 6. He has a hard time just getting the ball up there. But they gave him the heavy ones. What's up, Eggnog King? No way you're losing. You would have sabotaged him. They have like this little dinosaur thing that you put the ball on and you can push it down. Is what the daughters did, and he started that way, but then he didn't want it, so he was bowling underhand. Eggnog King, how was your stream? Thanks for thinking about us. Kind of excited about the football game when it drops. Definitely dropping flashback cards. Yeah, I hope they do a good job on it. Eggnog King's the man. Was playing some Rocket League. There's a little switch of games. Plays a little Call of Duty too, but mostly I've seen Eggnog King since I've known him on NBA 2K playing my team. Did you get a lot of wins tonight? I feel like I'm pretty rough on Rocket League when I have played it. This game's been a 4-point differential between Minnesota and Golden State for ages now. Finally, somebody beat me. I was like, hey, somebody's on top of it here. I'm lucky that I didn't get picked. So Jordan Poole just got a nice finish. Where's down 82-78. Crazy that they're struggling to Minnesota without Karl Anthony Towns and without Rudy Gobert. Then again, Warriors are down Draymond, Wiggins, and Steph. So really just Clay's the only true star out there. Well, let's see in chat. Family is begging you to come watch the last episode that just dropped. Leaving the tab open. Oh, thanks, buddy. Loves everybody, especially Poop. What a win rate. Hey, welcome in everybody from the Eggnog Rig. If you haven't seen my stream before, older guy, gaming out here in California. A lot of dad jokes and sports discussion, and thrilled to be in front of any of the Eggnog community. Twitch raids have been really, really bad of late, in that they're not bringing over a lot of the viewership, and there's beginning to be more and more outcry about that from Twitch partners. And there's a guy named Zach Busey that's kind of like a Twitch insider. He's been tweeting about it a lot, and I don't know what's causing all that, but it is what it is. So the Timberwolves won that quarter. They're up 9, so they outscored Golden State by 11 in the third. Probably feel like too late. So if Golden State slips, they'll fall a game under 500. They just can't seem to get away from that 500 mark this year. Just gonna have to rely on my defense for now. Didn't want to throw a pick and then set them up to go walk it off. .94 overall offense. Oh, nice, Jackie. Who's your favorite player that you're running right now, offensively? Do you think you'll play Madden after MLB The Show comes out, or will it be on the back burner for you, though? This weekend, I really intended to jump into some other games, but I didn't end up streaming a lot of hours. So throughout the week, we'll check out some other stuff. Kurt Warner or Ed Reed. Couple of legends. Woolen grabs it. Yeah, that was a good animation for sure. Probably missing some good throwing options, but I felt as if my opponent's been in pretty good shape most of this game. Defensively. Lost yesterday 28-22 in a game. Close ones are fun. I mean, it's obviously a lot more fun when you win, but yeah, it's more exciting than blowing somebody out. And of course, it's not fun to get blown out. Yeah, he was able to race over there. I thought that was going to be a pretty open throw. Got your ring finally for the strats. Nice. Oh, I can't even move Baldwin. Oh, there he goes. All right. I was thinking that this is like a pre-scripted pick-off animation or something. Hey, it worked out. Yeah, that was a wild play. I was hoping to just barrel this in on him, but defense was decent. Alright, Gronk will end it. I haven't even looked at the 95s. I don't know if there's anything that'll make my lineup or what we'll do. Closing in on level 3 rewards. Keep looking, expecting the Dead So stream snipe. The one-on-one game. So Warriors hit a 3 to get it to 6. Routes do not look open to me, so threw it away with Gino. Gronk apparently wanted it more, as I like to say. Fights through the defenders. So Naz Reid has 30 against Golden State. It's like a read option type of look. That was defensive pass interference. I just smashed his receivers. Got away with it. So Anderson just did a 3. I forgot Anderson was out there. Actually, it was Austin Rivers. But Anderson from Memphis. I forgot he was a member of Timberwolves. He has such a funky looking shot in game. He's effective, role player for Minnesota and was pretty good for Memphis the last couple of years too. Austin Rivers seems to go off against Golden State a lot, but to be honest, I hadn't even noticed him in the game till he just hit that buzzer beater 3. So Golden State just took time; they're down 10. Not looking good for the Warriors. Just like the whole season, not looking good. Playing MLB on the Smurf. God, it feels good to be back. Yeah, you're gonna have to break down the game for us, buddy. Ponce back in the game. I danced around too long. I should have thrown that away way sooner than I did. I think he means the Nintendo Switch, but I'm not 100% sure. Good question, Kitty. Ball had to wait too long. Thankfully, it wasn't picked. Pretty weird that there's only one Lady Smurf out there. The user strip fumble, and this game is a long one. No points for the fumble. Opponent might be jumping out. Oh, okay. I didn't know that term, to be honest. I thought maybe it autocorrected switch, or that was just like another name for the switch or something. Right, we leveled up the field pass. What do we get? An 88 overall. Or better. It was not better. Right, so I think just turn it into training. Golden State plays again on Tuesday against Portland, and then they play back-to-backs Thursday and Friday night. Beauty Kid 17-0, 16-13. The adrenaline ramped up. Oh, Captain's in the house. What's up, Captain? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for lurking. Spent 16 days hanging out with Donny. look at this guy wearing the neon green. Seahawk fan. Kenny racking up the watch time. He's got 2 days and 11 hours. Not even close. To be fair, I've known Captain a long time. Doug Baldwin. So let's go home. I hit the gritty. There we go. There's a gritty spam. State turns it over. They're down 9. There's just over 7 minutes left. Coach Kerr clapping his hands. Can't be happy with what he's seeing. This year reminds me a lot of the 2019 season for Golden State. Although that year they played pretty well, and then they lost in the finals to the Raptors. But there was just a certain tension there. We got a lot of stories afterwards. Super curious what like the insider guys are going to drop whenever the Warriors season ends. Dante DiVincenzo just made a nice behind the back move and then floated it in to keep Golden State, you know, at least in the mix here. Yeah, that felt great, right? Got a pick pretty early in the game. I think it might have been his first or second play, and dropped the deep bomb on him. Yeah, he just waited and then whipped it over my head. I didn't track back that far on it with Carmichael. Oh, Carmichael mossed me there. Clicked on, tried to get Reed to jump for it, and Carmichael had already snatched it. Look at that throwing angle from Mahomes. Just whipped it out there sidearm. Like Dennis Eckersley or something. Don't remember his dad too much. I know I have some of the baseball cards of his dad. Pitched for the Minnesota Twins and some other franchises, but I don't remember his delivery. Maybe looking like his dad on that one. Defense flying in got me. Alright, don't like that. It's Woodson again. Trying to do the double team. Not moving the way that I want this to. I don't think that's on Woodson. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's B Soto doing? There's a name we like to see. Oh, Gronk wanted it more. Wouldn't got it at the top. B Soto wins the next stream. You streaming tonight? Yeah, great to see you. Oh, Seattle should have ran it on the one. Well, look what happened there. Might be streaming later tonight. Nice. May not do much, but I want to take away that Carmichael route from this guy. Not for long. Try to run into him. Thankfully, we popped it free. Have you been on pro clubs lately? I'm kind of missing pro clubs. Oh, that's game. Woolen ends it. Thompson hits the 3 for Golden State, and that'll make it 92-96. They had avoided a Austin Rivers 3 on the other side and secured the rebound, so maybe the Warriors close this out. Nas Reed for 3, no good. Reed has been on fire in this game. Kuminga secures the rebound. So that should have been our 95 pack. As we know, sometimes these menus are not user friendly. Let me back out and see. Unless I looked at something wrong. Clay just shot a fadeaway 3 over Austin Rivers in the corner. He was defended really well. I guess they're rolling that at deep too. That was wild shot. Nothing was going on that offensive possession for Golden State. Looked like vintage Clay. Playing some COD, then COD on the last stream went well. And Rivers gets a late whistle against Jordan Poole, and he'll go to the line. At least I think he'll go to the line. Pretty sure they rolled that as a shooting foul. Did I look at the levels wrong? Maybe I did. Could have sworn we were lined up for that that 95 pack. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I finessed myself. I thought I was in between these two. I think even the animation sometimes on the playout was showing me that. Definitely want to get the 95. Even if I turn it into training, could help me towards that Elwood's guard. Need somebody to step on the bus driver's foot, put about 10 more miles per hour into the throttle. Rivers misses the first at the line. There's 5 minutes. You guys are going to hear a lot more about this game. If you stay tuned to my stream, then you probably want to. Draymond looking stylish, hanging out on the bench. Carney was here early. Yeah, he may still be lurking. He was talking to me about being a couple of kind of emotional days for Sharks fans. Yesterday was Marlowe's retirement, and then today Timo getting traded out from San Jose, apparently to the New Jersey Devils. Um, Dante DiVincenzo just looked like Dr. J. He didn't finish with the dunk, but he just went underneath with the reverse. This game's tied at 96, and they're rocking in the Chase Center at the moment. I I don't have a ton of faith in us finishing this game well, but I hope so. That man is always emotional. Who needs the quad father? Just run this play for is it the trap or the inside zone that you guys run? Barry Bonds is fist pumping out of this game. Yeah, just run it for Sean Alexander. I'm only joking. Nate and did so run that play really well with their backs. That time I got blown up for being a clown. These nuts. When was the last time you had a serving of those nuts? Dang it, Gronk was open. I tried to go fast and threw it right into the dirt. We'll stop and go play. Give that one to Sherm. Let's try to go win. Gonna be lurking. Scrub with some soap. Hey, listen, if that's what you're doing, be sure to use creator code DFR20 from manscaped.com. That new loofah thing they have, I forgot the right name for it. That thing's great. Get a little bit of shower gel on there, foliates the skin. You certainly don't need it, but you want it. Bama was setting me up for she was lobbing it to me for the alley-oop for a Manscaped look. I don't know what the Warriors did. Oh no, yeah, they scored. That's what it was. And then Anderson just hit a turnaround, awkward shot. The guy always just looks like a deer getting his feet underneath him for the first time. But he just hit a really weird, squirrely 180 in the lane, and it's an and one opportunity for Will Anderson. I'm not sure if there was really any contact, but yeah, that's the NBA for you. Oh, pancaked himself. Gino will go scrambling. It's just right here. You can always type in Manscaped anytime, and that should be like a forever code unless they make me change it again for some reason. But yeah, DFR20, and if you see any of their products, you will get a discount from them. Their new razor is really good. The Beard Hedger, if you have a beard or thinking about growing one. Anthony Lamb just hit a bell-out three-pointer from the top of the key, so this game's tied at 99. But yeah, they've been a pleasure to work with. Sent me out a lot of products, and yeah, if you ever need it, B Soto, just let me know. Or anybody, if you guys ever need any of the creator codes I have. A lot of them are, I don't know what we should call them, like forever type codes that remain even if I'm not active with a program with them. Tried to force it. I just figured shoot my shot on that. Was hoping for a miracle deal, but gave him 5 points. Right, 99 all, 330 remains. Anderson's initiating this offense for Timberwolves. He just traveled. They didn't call it though, I don't think. Could have sworn he took like 4 steps through the lane. They'll miss the 3. Golden State secured it. I'll take it with Carmichael. And that's the ball game. Lady official arguing with the Timberwolves coach. So we'll have 3:15 to decide it in San Francisco. If anybody's watching along with me, love to talk Warrior basketball anytime. Sometimes more than others, you know. It's fun when they're winning, but they've done a lot of winning. I can't complain about them as a franchise. Amici's East Coast Pizzeria. We need to fly Nate out to tell us if that tastes like good East Coast pizzas. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna have that 95 pack in hand. May have to do it over this week before the 6 expires. But we'll play through the remainder of the game. That way I can watch the game in here in silence, and I'll go cook up a couple hamburgers, I think. Maybe tacos, but probably hamburgers. For anybody that wants one. And hope my daughter has a good night and is back to herself tomorrow. I've heard her playing around and stuff, so it sounds like she's not feeling too sick at the moment, for what it's worth. Do not like the Timberwolves jersey. They look like they have, like, I don't know, 1980 inspired weird color scheme. They have blue, light blue, gold, green, red on them. I don't know if there's a significance behind those, but kind of reminds me of some of the old Denver Nugget ones. Those made sense to me, but I mean, the Timberwolves weren't even around till I think 89, so these just look weird to me. Just doesn't feel like it ties into their team at all. Warriors are in the throwback blues. Klay Thompson playmaking out to Dante DiVincenzo, and he'll hit the 3. So Warriors up 3. I think that might be their first lead since early in the third quarter. Just threw it into the double team. That didn't work. Dante's got 21, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Having an excellent floor game. I believe he can leave this offseason as a free agent. I think he has a player option, and he should go get the bag. Warriors just got a block. Secured the loose ball, and Dante's on his way into the paint. Anthony Lamb set kind of a moving screen, and Dante doesn't finish that lay-in. So here goes Minnesota. They got a Nas Reed 3 in transition. That's off the front heel. Klay will rebound. We got 2.5 minutes remaining. Like to see the Warriors get themselves out of the play-in scenario, but unless everybody's healthy and somehow playing well together, I don't like their prospects to go too far this year. Rough-looking offensive possession is spelled out with a Klay Thompson 3. Klay led it ahead to Kevon Looney. It looked like it was going to be a turnover. Warriors ran it down, and then Klay got it back and splashed in motion. So Warriors up 6 here suddenly. When should you sell it? You're trying to sell him before the new redos. I think right now is probably as good a time as any, Moss. I don't know if there's anything coming out on the market that should drive the cost up. I don't want to tell you something wrong, but I would list him up right now. Weekend, going into the late night. I probably wouldn't undercut if I was trying to get every single penny I could out of it. Maybe put it as like the second or third lowest price, and through the night it'll probably sell because there just isn't a ton of action on the market these days. Alexander, did he cross the plane? He did. And yeah, we'll do it dead said just run it. Yeah, I get him listed up. I put him on like a 12-hour or something. That way, as that population of cards goes down, Moss Hammer, yours will sell and you should be good. Warriors have a great chance to steal this game, and I feel like they've been outplayed in most of it. Also just pulled sale. Would have around 1.7 million to upgrade your Packer theme team. Get those Steelers. Warriors still need to close out, and they have not closed games particularly well this year, especially on the road. Thankfully, this one's at home, so they're probably feeding off the energy a bit. Klay's got 32. I feel as if he shot quite a bit better in the second half without seeing the stats in front of me. So Anthony Edwards has possession. He gave a little jab step to Anthony Lamb. Created a lot of space, but he misses the 3. DiVincenzo has the rebound for Golden State, and pull initiate. Need Forrest Gregg, A-Rod. A-Rod's got a new one coming out, right? I think you may be aware of it because you're calling it A-Rod. He's got the AKA. I think it drops tomorrow, unless it's already in the game. Klay contacted shooting the 3. They do call the foul, so Thompson, I believe, is going to the line for 3 free throws. Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez, a different A-Rod, in attendance tonight to watch this Golden State game. It's a high screen roll from Kevon Looney, and Clay shot out of that, and it was a deep three, but maybe he felt that defender behind him. So we got a timeout, and see what happens here. I would think he would be more pricey than that. I mean, Al Woods is a 97, and he's around 600K. I thought A-Rod had one of the better throwing animations. I guess it's going to depend on his AP buckets, but I don't know, buddy. I hope he's at that price for you. I would think he would have been higher. Trying to get my opponent to throw me a pick so we can win this game. Wow, my defender shot off the edge. I feel like I was one of my opponents getting sacked in half a second there. I didn't even see the play developing for the sack. Usually the AKs are around that. Just limiteds for AK. Yeah, you may be right. So there's a coach challenge on this Klay Thompson 3-point deal. So let's see. There's enough contact that I think it'll stand. But you never know what the officials will do. Honestly, don't think it affected the shot that much, but the defender came through and chopped Clay's motion after the ball's released. It was McDaniels closing out on Clay. Oh, I thought I had it with Adams. So the officials still have the headset on. Pretty sure it's Tony Brothers. Not sure who that lady official is, or the younger guy, but I'm 99% sure that's Brothers as the crew chief. Alright, so we get the turnover on downs. If we're gonna win, we need to go score or get a different stand. So Brothers to explain it. Azubuike and Fitzgerald are talking to Golden State, so looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Kind of surprised at those. No foul on the play. Yeah, looked like there was contact to me, so if Golden State finds a way to lose this, expect Warriors to be complaining about this post game. Not sure how you go to the replay and say, oh, that's clean play, but all right. They got the call from Adam Silver. Yeah, keep it interesting. I'm just going to throw this away. Burrow's 55K isn't that good. Should list him for 971K since he's the second lowest. I go like second or third to be fairly secure it's going to be all right. Looney wins the tap, but there's a whistle, and I don't know if they're going to call something on Looney. Yeah, they are. They're going to call something on Looney for this. I guess he violated somehow. So it's a personal foul on Kavon. And not great. He did get a little bit of a free arm, and I think McDaniels in the middle of all these calls play acted it. So instead of Golden State having the ball in a 6-point lead and running clock, it was going to be a fresh 24. It's Minnesota's ball. It seems like they're bound to hit a 3 now, but we'll see. Naz Reid inside. Looney blocks it. Anthony Lamb has the rebound. Finds Jordan Poole. Poole's going to bring it across the timeline. Minnesota has not scored in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Poole crosses in the lane, steps back, and misses, but Looney and Lamb are both there. I'm not sure which one tapped it in, but Golden State gets the tap in. We got the win here with Prez. I'm going to step on them and see if Golden State can see this through. But they're up 8 under a minute. Naz Reid to the corner, cycles over to Edwards. His 3 on the way, it's good over Anthony Lamb. Makes it a 5-point game. DiVincenzo gets in a Lamb. And Minnesota's not going to foul immediately. Ends up in Clay's hands. Clay goes for the layup and he turns it over. God, that was terrible from Klay Thompson. You got to finish that if you're going to go up with it. Minnesota gets it, and Kevon Looney secures a rebound off a Minnesota miss. DiVincenzo lost possession, but I think it went off of a Timberwolf. But yeah, Minnesota elected not to foul. Golden State up 5, and instead of running out the 24-second clock and getting into shot late, Clay went with a right-hand layup attempt. Looked like he wanted to pull the defender and drop it over to Looney, and yeah, gave Minnesota a great look to go down there, hit a 3, make it a 2-point game or something. They've lost so many games this year by not executing well down the stretch. And Anthony Lamb just inbounded it to the Timberwolves. It's an Anderson dunk. Warriors are up 3 with 24 seconds left. He thought Clay was coming back to the ball. I do not like Lamb too much. And yeah, this game has a lot of intrigue when the Warriors should have been running this down. So yeah, Kerr always just kind of has his poker face on. Doesn't look like he's too concerned about it, but Warriors will draw something up. And ideally, you like it to go into Jordan Poole's hands because he's one of the best foul shooters in the NBA. Yeah, Reshmed, what's up, buddy? Poole's had some inexplicable turnovers in crunch time this season too. So Warriors, always stressful. This might find a way to end up in overtime. But they've turned it over here, essentially turned it over with a bad early shot and that inbound turnover twice in the last minute of the game when they really could have just been running a lot of clock. Now we got a Prez pick. Could this be a one-play game? Yeah, we got the pancake on Jackson, and there we go. GG. But yeah, I don't know what Lamb's doing. Clay was fronted by Anthony Edwards, and Lamb's got to run the baseline there or call time. Not that anybody else is concerned about it, but any of our Warrior fans in here gotta be going, what the heck are they doing? Or if you're a Timberwolf fan, I don't know where Nick DK or Flanders are. They're probably sleeping out in Europe right now, but Timberwolves got a chance to steal this. Warriors get into Clay. He gets it stripped by Anthony Edwards. Timberwolves can hit a 3 this possession down and tie this game. It's in the corner. I believe it's McCollum. He misses. Anthony Lamb secures the rebound. He's double teamed. Did he step out of bounds? Did they call time? What did they call here? I don't know what the call is. Warriors don't look too happy. But Clay dribbling got it stripped from behind. So I don't know if it's Warrior ball or what. I'm trying to catch up with the deal. There's 8.7 remaining. And we'll see if Golden State has it. I think it's Warrior ball and they took time, but Lamb was close to the sideline. So yeah, what's up, Breshman? I'm watching the Warrior game, and I have a hard time not giving you guys a play-by-play. Gonna jump off when they are done, and we'll finish up getting our 95 next day or two. Probably will touch a lot of different games over the next few weeks. Tomorrow I don't think I have anything going on where I need to go anywhere. So I'll probably just sleep through the night and some rested and, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, all those corny old sayings. We'll go live and give you guys a stream. All right, so they're replaying the Clay turnover again. So yeah, Warriors just really falling apart here. Now, looking at Lamb, did he step out of bounds? I think he might have. Not sure. Rain's starting to fall out here in the Central Valley. Alright, so it is Warrior ball. Side inbounds. It's going to be Ty Jerome. And Jerome's looking. Tries to get into DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gets tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Oh my god, they are trying to choke this game away. He had to hit the floor. It was not a good inbounds. I don't know if Golden State had any timeouts left. They did not. So a little bit more acceptable, to take a marginal pass here. But DiVincenzo got manhandled on the inbound there too. probably could have been a whistle, but is what it is. So if you're Minnesota, win the tap, go hit the three, send this to overtime. Who knows? The way Golden State's going, maybe you get a 4-point play and walk out of there with a win. So there's going to be 6.7 left in this deal. Timberwolves do have a timeout if they secure possession off this jump ball. And it's going to be DiVincenzo and one of the Minnesota Smalls, number 6. Can't pause here, or I would. I'm definitely not paying attention to house rules. Dante wins the tap. Clay's got it. Clay's whacked across his midsection by Anthony Edwards, and Thompson will shoot free throws. Really just needs to split the pair to pretty much secure the game. There's 5 seconds remaining, but Golden State, a lot of miscues. That's why, realistically, I think even if they get healthy and get the 6th seed or something, I just don't think they're going to go on one of those big runs this year. Hope I'm wrong, but it's been a pretty painful deal. Warriors still have to inbound. I thought they were in the bonus, but that was the first foul in the last 2 minutes. They do finally run a successful inbound play. Poole gets it. He'll go to the line with 4.2 to ice the game. So let's run one more house rules. See who's on. Get you guys rated out. Hopefully with a Warrior win and maybe a Donny win. Appreciate everybody coming through. A lot of resubscriptions tonight. Zach Attack, 30 months. Big Baby Henny, 16 months. Uncle Chazzy with 31 months. Jordan Poole knocks in the first. Of course, if he hits the second, you don't have to worry about fouling a 3-point shooter or something. Which, the way that they're going here, they're playing like their heart's in their throat and they're choking their way to a win. They played really well down the fourth quarter to kind of steal this one at home, to be honest. Pull front rim and in to make it a 5-point game. But yeah, Lawbanger, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, these are not my normal hours for sure, but when we were driving home, I told my wife, like, I'd like to stream and not, lose the momentum for not being there for the viewers that like to come in. I always rather do like a small stream than no stream. So yeah, got in a couple hours and had some fun. We got the pick with Prez. And this Warrior game isn't over yet, and I'm not going to go off till it's over. It's a timeout by Minnesota, and they're probably trying to just figure out, like, hey, can we hit the 3, still the inbound? I mean, of course, they have to go really fast. But yeah, they're drawing up something on the sidelines. A lot of star power and street clothes for this game. Curry, Draymond, Karl Anthony Towns, no Rudy Gobert. That's a bad throw. And Wiggins is away from the team with family matter. Sounds kind of... I'm worried about Wiggins because he has a young daughter. I just hope she's okay. Not like I want his parents to be in bad shape or something, but not knowing what's going on is weird. Not that everybody needs to be privy of everything that's happening with a player's life either, but just hope the best for Andrew. We get the pick with Adams, so that was going to be the last game, but I got time for another one. Naz Reid has 30 points. He's at 12 of 21 from the floor. Don't know if the Thunder ended up winning. I know they were doing okay last time Zach had updated me. So Anderson to inbound. Skip passes over to Naz Reid. That 3 is on the way. It's no good. Ball bats around. There's the final buzzer. Warriors win 109 to 104 over Minnesota. Klay Thompson finds Anthony Edwards, gives him a hug and a high five. Edwards really picked Klay's pocket well. Warriors had a lot of late game deals to shoot themselves in the foot. Edwards turned into a pretty good player. Wasn't sure about him coming into the league because I remember him saying that he would have preferred to play football over basketball. And I just thought, man, that's tough dude to draft first overall. But yeah, he's been good for Minnesota. Warriors picked right behind and took Wiseman. Of course, Wiseman now a member of the Pistons, and I like Wiseman. I hope he does well in Detroit. So I don't know who's on. I'll start scouting for a raid here. Yeah, Wiseman. I bet you he's having fun being on the floor, for sure. Or if you meet Edwards, I think he's playing the right sport. You can make a lot of money for a long time playing basketball. NFL, those guys don't last too long. Usually, the average career doesn't span that long. Yeah, Favre, Brady, a lot of those guys last a long time. Quarterbacks seem to have decent longevity. Honestly, being a backup for a long time isn't the worst thing. Hold a clipboard, be ready to go. Like Chad Henne just retired. He had a good playoffs, led a touchdown drive for the Chiefs, and made millions upon millions. Just being ready to go. The opportunity would arise. Yeah, baseball. Yeah, baseball. You can easily go into your 40s, and some of those guys break down. I think baseball's rough because of all the travel and all the games that you go through, like personal life wise. But yeah, that's a pretty good sport to play. I was trying to get Gronk at the high point. Raiders should sign Denso. Indeed, they should. What position would you play, Denso? Backup quarterback? I had a lot of time in the pocket there to throw to. I kind of rushed though. Looking back at the replay. Water boy. Keep those boys hydrated. Well, the Dolphins are swimming upstream. They got me. We won our last game. That was just an icing on the cake game. Not really icing for our opponent. Try to stop it. Well, I didn't. All right, let's see where to go. I try to look for, like long-term moderators, VIPs, those types that I see a lot in stream. And then I try to spread it around too. Because I think if you host the same person every single day, like it's nice, but your viewers have made that decision like, hey, I'm gonna go check out that stream anyways, or not. So I don't know. I haven't rated Justice in a while. Justice is on some Madden, so we'll take it to Justice Justo in case anybody's enjoying the Madden gameplay. And yesterday we had Clay, so that's kind of cool to raid Madden to Madden for anybody that likes football discussion. Justice is a big Atlanta guy, like Kenny is, so be happy to talk Hawks and Falcons and all the good stuff with you guys. Very cool young man. Hope you guys will check him out. And if you don't have me on all the socials, please follow. Please jump in that Discord server if you're not in there, and we'll raid out to Justice right now. If it doesn't take you to Justice, because raids are very off, there's his link in chat. But thanks everybody for coming through. Sorry to be on so late, but yeah, I'd rather be with you guys for a little while than not at all. I'll see you guys tomorrow, provided that I'm not having to drive my daughter to doctor's appointments or something, but I'll be sure to update, usually in the Discord lounge. So here we go to Justice Justo right now.